Welcome everyone to a Scouts of Entertainment Reforged replay. Today we've got a nice 5v3 good versus evil siege battle for you today at Dale's Halls, I believe. And before we get started, if you'd like to send me through other Reforged replays, then our links at the bottom of your screen and also in the description below. There's also a PayPal option, subscribe star, Patreon and Stream donation link in the description below. But if those aren't options for you, then please remember to smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, tick that bell for notifications, and leave your own thoughts about the battle in the comment section below. And with that, let's get in with the replay. So today's replay comes from Total War #1, a fellow YouTuber who's commanding the realm of Mordor. He's got some Moron halberds here, 2 units, some Troll Drummers, some Nazgul, some Moron Archers, some Blackguard of Barad-dûr, mixed in with some Orc Archers again, I think. We have some Temple Guard, and some Moron Archers, some Temple Executioners. These guys look like they're armoured up, hence the silver helms. We also have some Olag High, Troll Drummers if I didn't point that out earlier, and some Orc Javelins. We've also got some Orc Maulers and Moron Infantry. And I think we've got 1 unit of Sauron's Will. And that's all I can see there actually. So, moving on to the first of his 4 allies. We have an Isengard army commanded by Nawaki. I haven't seen him in a while, but I have seen him before. He's got some Dullington Clansmen here, some Nazgûl High, some Trolls of the White Hand, 3 units of Uruk-hai Pikemen, 2 units of Snagga Skirmishers, I think. Maybe 3. We have some Uruk-hai Crossbows, 2 units, and some Uruk-hai Berserkers. We also have some Dullington Clansmen, some Uruk-hai Reavers, maybe a couple of units of them here. We have some Uruk-hai Infantry again, some Orc Vanguard and Uruk-hai Infantry, and more half-Orc Vanguard. That's all I see there, I think. So, moving on. We have another Mordor army commanded by Roose Bolton. I have seen before, but not in a while. We have some Orc Javelins, some Temple Executioners armoured up, some more Nazgûl. Total War also had Nazgûl if I didn't point that out earlier. We have, I think, 2 units of Blackguard of Barad-dûr, very important in the siege. We have some Olag High, We have 2 units of Orc Archers. We also have some Moron Halberds, a couple of units. Some Orc Fodder, also a couple of units I think. We also have some Moron Infantry and more Moron Halberds, I think, just mixed in together. So 3 units I think of Moron Infantry, maybe a couple or 3 units of Moron Halberds mixed in there. It's kind of hard to tell actually, even when I go close up. We also see some Sauron's Will, which I couldn't see before. I think maybe just the 1 unit of them there. Okay, next we've got another Mordor army committed by Proxima Centauri. We have some Orc Maulers here, some Moron Infantry, I think that 3 units, some Orc Maulers, 2 units. We have a Troll Catapult. I never recommend bringing this unit. It tends to sort of glitch out on you every now and then you can't really use it for the rest of the battle. So if you're going to bring a catapult from Mordor, I recommend the standard catapult and not the Troll Catapult. Next we have some Orc Javelins, a couple of units, Nazgûl, Temple Executioners, Uruk-hai Captains, Temple Guard, Sauron's Will and Blackguard of Barad-dûr, and also some Olag High. So Proxima's gone for a more elite style army of Mordor compared to the other 2 really. Next we have some Angmar actually. I was going to say another Mordor army. We have Angmar commanded by Kentukka the Easterling. And we have some Angmar Halberds here, make that 3 units total. We have some Guardians of Khazad-dûm armoured up, 3 units. Some Blue Barrow Whites, make that 2 actually. Some Witron Pikemen, 2 units, armoured up. Some Gundabad Guard Trolls of Angmar. And I'm not seeing any Witron Blackguard. But actually, no, we have Witron Hammerguard here, sorry. We also have some Blackwatch Legion, which I actually mistook for a Guardians of Khazad-dûm unit earlier. Now let's begin our small little hover over. Try to find the witches, if they exist. I'd be surprised if they do. They brought, Total War's allies brought 3 units of Nazgûl. That's going to be really tough to beat already. I think the defenders actually complained about that, but we'll move on. But this map looks incredible. I don't think I've actually seen this before. We have Dwarves of Khazad-dûm here, committed by Orc Males. We have some Warriors of Khazad-dûm, some 3rd Legion Infantry, make that 3 units there. Some 4th Legion Shield Guard, 2 units. Some Orc Hunters of Khazad-dûm, Iron Watch of Miramir, which is pretty much like almost mortar team from like, think of it like World War II mortars, and the effect is the same. As soon as they hit the ground, it's like a small catapult blast. They'll knock over units. They'll do some serious damage though. They've done a great job at upgrading them from the previous patch. Next we have some Khazad-dûm Reclaimers, 2 units. Some Sentries of Khazad-dûm, 2 units. First Legion Pikes, 2 units of Sons of the Fallen. Legion Bodyguard, Guards of Khazad-dûm, and Mithril Guard. Next we have his ally, Dwarves of Erebor, given by Bloodbath McGrath. We have some Ironfoot War Goats here. Very strange to see them inside the halls. We have some Ironfoot Spears, maybe a couple units. We have some Erebor Legionnaires, some Axe Cutter Erebor, looks to be 2 units. Some Ironfoot Pikes, a couple of units of them here, make that 3. And maybe some Ironfoot Halberds, 2 units. We have some Ironfoot Warriors, I think maybe 2 units of them there, maybe. Some Ironfoot Crossbows, 3 units. Actually, maybe 4. Yeah, 4. We have some Ironfoot Axe Throwers, looks to be 1 unit actually. And some Dragon Slayers of Ered Mithrin, Sons of Durin, some Obsidian Guard, Highborns of Erebor, and is there any Blackshot Engineers, sorry. I don't say Blackshot Dragon Slayers. But I don't see any at the moment, but we'll keep an eye out for them later. Okay, so we have Orc Mullis, we have Bloodbath McGrath, and all the way over here we have a second Erebor army given by James Sidon 8. So James has a Black Block Engineer unit, maybe they're only allowed to bring 1. Next we have some Ironfoot Wargoat Chariots, we have some Ironfoot Halberds, 3 units here, some Ironfoot Pikes, 3 units, we have some Ironfoot Crossbows, Sons of Durin, some Dragon Slayers of Ered Mithrin, Obsidian Guard, Ironfoot Spears, 3 units if I didn't say that before, Ironfoot Wargoat Chariots, we have some Ironfoot Axe Throwers, 2 units here. We have the Citadel, which you have to get to by crossing an almighty bridge. Holy smokes. This map is incredible. Whoever designed this deserves a good pat on the back. If it was a team, they all deserve a good pat on the back, I don't know. We also have some Ironfoot Crossbows over there. I think we're good to go. Let's get this replay started. Enjoy the siege of the mighty halls of the Dwarves. Okay, so we've got the defenders coming around. Now, obviously the flaw with this map is that the only way to get to the final stage is across one bridge, and that's going to be tough. There's also the matter of getting through the halls as well. But once they get through, they have like 4 or 5 options of where to go. Whoops, there he goes. Gotta find where I am. Okay, so we got 1 entrance here. So there's 3 ways across here that converge into the 1 bridge for the final push. But we'll actually do a small cut here, guys, and come back once the attack begins. It looks like players... Go outside for a second. Players can get on the battlements here, and they can station their crossbows and archers up here and shoot at the enemy as they come in. Now siege towers can probably get on the battlements as well, which is really good. This is a nice addition actually. Assuming you can't just knock down the wall and go in the city here, maybe you can. It's possible that you could, but you can also sort of go through here as well. So that's 3 entry points inside the halls, not just 1. So that does help, possibly even 5. But for now, see you soon. Alright guys, we're back. We've got the war ghosts charging out, going straight for the Trolls of Angmar. They sort of trotted into them. That wasn't a good charge at all, fortunately. For them. The Trolls of Angmar owning them right now. And being so far away from the general, that can't be a good thing. They should go for a charge on the Barrowwights, and they're doing exactly that. Oh no. They're charging inside this, back inside the halls. So, is there a gate or isn't there? Doesn't look like it. It looks like people can just charge straight in. Is that why the battering ram isn't being brought up? I'm wondering. Okay, we've got Roos coming in the far distance there. Naoki the same. I think those were the players furthest away before. Proxima's here. And Total War should be here. Yep, there he is. Barrow Whites making their way up the battlements. They got golden daggers now too. Oh, yeah. Yep, they got golden daggers. And they've got witches. Witches are going inside the city first. Why are they doing this? Let's find out. Surely the Dwarves will not allow this. What's the strategy here? Witches Vengmar can't seem to fire. They're trying to. Oh, they can't. They're at the top of the entrance. Oh, he got spooked there and he ran away. Okay, so it seems like Total's trying to stack the battlements along with Kentutka. And when they're ready, they're just going to send the troops in at the same time, push in the center, try and just assault the defenders from the 3 points at once. It's definitely the way to go. Now when things get really heavy, that's when it's time to send in the Black Watch Legion and the Blackguard of Barad-dûr. Try and smash through that defense. Alright guys, we're back. And Total War has entered the halls unimpeded. It's just charging straight in. 1 unit of halberds. We've got the Barrow Whites coming in as well behind him. All backed up by some Moron infantry. It would seem. We've got more halberds being sent in by Total. Okay, Ironfoot crossbows doing what they do best. Got a real fight fest. This is when the attackers need to send reinforcements. You got the Dwarves surrounding and crushing Total War's forces. They need to send in reinforcements to try and push the defenders back a bit here. Looks like we've got some good to bad guard coming in, but they need to attack the 4th Legion shield guard. They're really hurting the halberds here. Now we got Kentutka. Yeah, Kentucka's saying he's good to back out over here to avoid the crossbows and axe throwers over there, but what they probably don't. Well, they probably should realise is that the Dwarves have them covered from every direction. Halberds surprisingly have not broken yet. Got Barrow Whites being shot at the back. Well, Barrow Whites will suck up a lot of ammunition there. They're not bothered by that. Proxima Centauri sending in some forces in now. More infantry charging in. Ah, that's the Iron Watch of Miramir right there. Okay, where are they? Can't we find them? I don't know where the Iron Watch is. The Highborns, Airborne, Blackhawk Engineers. Guardians of Khadun being sent in, armoured up. This will definitely draw a lot of fire. That's the Ironfoot crossbows. Yeah, I'm just seeing axe throwers. They're loading up. Yeah, these are the halls of the Dwarves. I'm not going to give them up so easily. It is 7% to 7%. We got crossbow bolts coming in everywhere. Still no sign of the Iron Watch. We'll fire these crossbow bolts in. Okay. Got Obsidian Guard in the mix. We've got lots of war corpses here. Iron Watch, there it is. There they are. Down them. Yeah, this attacker's getting a bit stalled here. We've got some reinforcements coming in. Unfortunately, we've got a lot of axes and arrows meeting them. But the trick here, guys, is at this stage is to make your force look more formidable than it actually is. Now, what Isengard is doing here, and it's a very good thing, he's setting his own clansmen here, which is bolstering the reinforcements coming through the halls, making them look like the attackers really committing a large portion of their armies to this fight. It's even drawing some fire from the Iron Watch. Now, the attackers can afford to take these kind of casualties more than they can lose their elite and heavy troops. Now we've got Trolls of Angmar being committed. The Iron Watch is getting ready up their idols again. We've got Orca Malice being very conservative with his Iron Watch. It's probably good to see. It's way too early to try and bring in the Witches. The Witches could really help out here, but they're really particular. They need a clear line of sight, and right now there's so many friendly units in the vicinity. This is a kill box right now. It's not safe to bring in the Witches until the crossbows and the axe throwers dry up. At least the crossbow bolts. It's a little bit harder for the axe throwers to hit the Witches in this block. But they got a lot of crossbows, and they've got Black Hawk Engineers as well. Gotta watch out for that. Okay, 18% to 12%. See, the problem here for the attackers that I'm seeing is that they're a bit slow reinforcing their attack. Like, we see the first wave being beaten, right? And this perimeter that they've established, basically the Dwarves haven't moved forward at all since where the Orcs first met them. And so when the reinforcements come, the attackers are setting up multiple reinforcements all at once, and they're coming through all nicely clogged up here in the archway, instead of coming through not through the gate pass as well. I mean, they should be coming through here on the other side. If they came out through here, they could surprise this unit of 4th Legion Shield Guard and really help turn this flank around. So I don't know why they're not doing that. Let's just go quickly outside and see if anyone's going up that siege tower. No one's using it. There are plenty of forces to use it, but no one's using it. Like, I would send in the Sauron's Will, maybe. They could really cut down and outflank the 4th Legion Shield Guard. This is interesting. We've got people from outside shooting arrows directly into a wall. I think they've been left on auto fire. Because as you can see, there is no hits getting through. No arrows, sorry. No arrows getting through.
Continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
And as you can see, heavy casualties being inflicted here on the attackers. Now we have a great push from the Black Watch, but there's no one supporting it. Nikituka has his own troops here, but they're not following his lead. Okay, and we've got Blackguard too. Like, where's the muscle of the attackers behind these forces? These troops are... this is a rare commodity here for the attackers. They should be throwing them away. My watch is still going in. It looks like they're trying to target the Oloch Eye. Okay, Sons of Durin. They're pretty much going to destroy the Black Watch Legion. It's a bit strange that Roos is trying to fight inside. He should, if he's going to fight, he should move them into a space. A space. The Blackguard is really cleared for them. I mean, the attackers now have room to put their archers over here if they wanted to. At least that way, there's not many friendly troops in their way, and they can afford to maybe get some decent hits on the right flank, sorry, of the Dwarves. So Roos should be stationing his archers over here. It's 25 to 26, so we do a fight back here for the attackers. Oh, we've got the witches that snuck their way through. Oh, what'd they do? Oh, beautiful work. They took out a huge portion of the Dragon Slayers, the Arab Mithrin. That's the unit to kill. It's definitely one of the elite units of the Dwarves. But now the witches are about to get slaughtered here if they don't move. And then Isengard will cover their retreat. Yep. So the attackers have made great strides here on the right flank. They've made virtually no progress here on the left. Again, that doorway is open for the attackers to outflank them. I don't know why they're not sending forces down there that way. The Barrow-wights themselves came in through there. We've got Sauron's Will, we've got the captains. It's an elite Mordor unit. I'm not seeing any Nazgul in the fight so far. The War Ghosts should just stay out of it and try and find an opportunity to charge in where they can. Iron Watch and Miramir. They're firing. I don't see them. Let's see where they're firing. Any guidance can't do them. But Axeros, or maybe Cousin and Reclaimers targeting them. Yep, they are. Okay, crossbow fire trying to drive the attackers back. Okay, so you've got to give the attackers a small round of applause for the Black Watch Legion and Blackguard Barad-dûr push. At first I thought they was going to fail abysmally, but they turned it around. They managed to reinforce it, and now they're managing actually to hold the ground that they've taken, which is extremely important. They cannot lose this ground. It really allows the attackers to store more troops in the halls and push the defenders back. They're stretching out the defence, and as they stretch out the defence, it becomes harder for the defenders to pin them down with their crossbows, with their axe throwers. Because of being stretched so thin, it also makes it easier for the attackers to break through. Okay, so it looks like Total War's got some Orc archers here. We've got a mass chain round here, actually. Yeah, we've got a mass chain round. It's unfortunate for Total. But those Orc archers will reform. But for some reason the attackers didn't reinforce their assault, and now they've lost all the ground that they've gained. It's 38 to 37, so still very close. But the attackers have made this a much tougher mission now as a result. We've got some Temple Executioners here as well. Recon Solider being sent in. Looks to be a full unit. But it looks like finally the Dwarves have run out of axe throwers. This is going to make the defenders' job a bit harder to push the attackers back next time for the next wave. Which I think this makes it like the third wave, I'd say. Wave 1 was a disaster, Wave 2 was an improvement. This is the beginning of Wave 3 in my opinion. Troll drummers should stay away from the fight, they're there for morale boosting only. They're not there for battle. Like, if I was the defender, I'd get my Black Lock engineers targeting these guys and just obliterating the reinforcements as they come through the gate. But I'm not seeing them at all. I thought they were over here earlier. Here they are. But they're not firing. I think it's a big loss there for James. Big missed opportunity. I mean, he could shred the Temple Executioners with these black boxes if he wanted to. And that's a unit you want to kill. Temple Executioners executing the Dwarves, they're doing what they do best. We've got some Upward Halberds moving in. Yeah, we've got the crossbows are targeting both the Recon Pikemen and the Temple Executioners. We've got Uruk-hai Reavers in the mix now too. Pikemen should be doing okay here, or better than the Halberds. I think we might have some troops being sent in that were broken before but have reformed. Got Sons of the Fallen being sent up. Or being prepared to be sent out. Don't think clansmen won't get too far on their own. We've got some Ironfoot Pikes. Moron infantry struggling to get into their faces to hit them. Temple Guard in a good position here in total. Again, a lot of good damage here on the Airborne Legionnaires. We've also got some Snagger Skirmishers here. Temple Executions combined with the Snagger Fire is really helping take these guys down quickly. And Milwaukee needs to communicate with Total here. They're getting in each other's way here. This is not a good thing. And now we've got the Dwarves moved in to shut them down before they have a chance to get going. Okay, Noki's trying to get him out of there. Well, his own Orc Archers are now inhibiting his own Temple Guard. They shouldn't be here. Total's in trouble here. He could lose his Temple Guard if he's not careful. We've got the Dwarves moving in to cut off their retreat. They could be in a lot of trouble here. The Snagger need to shift their fire. Same goes for the Orc Javelins. They need to shift their focus too. 50 to 45. I don't think Total used too much of his Temple Guard ammo here, so the structure of this unit could be very, very bad for him. The attackers need reinforcements and they need them bad. They also got to watch out for the Black Hawk Engineers. Which are nowhere to be seen right now. Okay, we've got Nazgul being sent up finally. Where does this Nazgul belong to? This Nazgul belongs to Total War. Proxima Centauri sending up some Orc Marauders. Gotta love the Sons of the Fallen spear charge. Just feels like it's gonna shred any opponent in their path. The way they slam into them. Love seeing that every time. I think it's one of the fiercest charges in Reforged, you can see. Bested only, I think, by heavy Lancer charges. On Pikeman, unfortunately breaking there. Okay, Nazgul is cut off a Dwarf's head. Don't think any rescue is going to come to the Temple Guard before they're defeated. We're down to 19. Not too many left. In terms of the attackers, they're running out of troops. Still a few. But they are running out. Can't keep this up forever. War's trying to tighten the noose. The Halberds trying to back up the Urukai pikemen. It is 56 to 52. Like Total's trying to save what's left of his Nazgul. He's only got about 4 or 5 or 6 members. No, I think that counts 7. 9. They're 9. Only 9. That's the only watch of Mirror. Some music. Oh, yes. It's such a devastating attack. Let's see him go. We also have some Blackguard here. 80. It was almost a full unit before. Okay, Blackguard's doing what Blackguard does, just pushing through. They've also got support behind them. Breaking through the Dwarven defense with a Highborn circling around the perimeter. to try and reinforce and cap this plug. Sorry, maybe cap this breach is the right word. Okay, looks like Total sent his Nazgul back in. Hey look! Nazgul's given this... Sorry, Blood has given this Nazgul like a mask or something. Maybe he's a germaphobe, I don't know. Okay, attackers are going to move through here. They've got a huge open now. They can move troops and try and encircle the Dwarves around. Shouldn't be trying to take on the Dwarves head to head. They can outflank them now. They should do it. We've got Mithril Guard moving over. Again, trying to repair the perimeter and force the attackers back out. This is a gamble here. I don't think the Dwarves will stand for this. And now Proxima, I think, sees the danger of what he's doing. They're probably going to break. They're not going to get any shots off. We've got Trolls of the White Hand. Yep, they're going to break. But he might get 60, 70 back, which is better than that. And it is 67 to 61. We're over halfway through now. Or just about. Sauron's will being sent in. Seriously, why is nobody using this siege tower? We've got Temple Executioners here. You shouldn't be sending Orc Javelins over here. They've got to go through a whole unit before they can fire their Javelins. Rus should be sending his Nazgul and his Temple Executioners. I think if he just does that, with the Blackguard of Barad-dûr, if he sends those 3 units in here, this defense will collapse immediately, and it'll force the defenders back straight away. I mean, the window's right there, but we're just not going through it. Malachi trying to be a nuisance. Is Ord, trying to save his Sons of Fallen or what? Okay. That was one of the Erebor generals, and it was Bubba's general. Killed by Total War's Nazgul. Total's Nazgul is pretty weak at this stage. We've got Hammer Guard being charged in. Hammer Guard should be charging into the backs of the Sons of the Fallen. Jeez, the hammers have no mercy here on the dwarves. Oh, okay, Kentucka's got his general here, right in the thick of things. Again, I think the hammer guards should just abandon this, let the Olokai deal with it, and charge the hammer guards straight into the backs of the Sons of the Fallen to help out Isengard and Milwaukee as he advances in. Sons of the Fallen is very formidable. Got to surround and take him down. I think yeah, okay. Kentucka's doing that now. We've also got Snugger Skirmishers coming in. There's plenty of space for them now. Milwaukee, not really. I don't know if he's actually targeting his pikes to face the 3rd Legion infantry because they're facing the wrong way. Okay, now they're dealing with it. They sure weren't before. Got some Orc Walls making sure the 3rd Legion don't come back. Alright, the attackers are through. Let's go and have a look at the stage 2 before they cross the bridge. Okay, Bloodbath's retreating his highborns. Got Ironfoot spears and pikes mixed in there. Well, we did. Sons of Durin, Dragon Slayers, Obsidian Guard, War Chariots. Pikes, we've got lots of units here. The question is, are they going to hold here or move their forces across the bridge towards the Citadel? Or the capture point? James is scrambling to get his men around the corner there. Now hopefully they charge out the chariots. I can't imagine using the chariots at the Citadel, there's no room. But it looks like we're a little ways off yet from our next engagement. The defenders are abandoning this whole area to the attackers. They're falling back to the main Citadel. So we'll come back once the attackers are staged and ready and begin their march across, or the defenders sally out, either or. See you soon. Back briefly, guys, because I thought this was pretty funny. We got one lone Dwarven soldier left, belonging to Bloodbath McGrath. Oh. They're not celebrating. The poor little guy, he was doomed always. Alright guys, we got one of the war chariots got hit, and that's actually prompted them to be used here, so in they go. Being mowed down here. Okay, catapult and crossbows are targeting the dwarves over here. A lot of nice hits here just now. And also some of the Blackhawk engineers. Unlucky for that guy. This will be better. Four more there, yeah. Okay, crossbows targeting both the Ironfoot Pikes and Blackhawk Engineers. It's amazing they can actually hit them. Looks like some bolts can actually, yeah, some bolts are making it through the walls there, or the pillar. Well, hits. So we've got some Ironfoot crossbows that were out of ammunition. bother shooting at these guys next. It's probably the most appropriate target. Yeah. No, they're too close. Looks like reinforcements are needed. Hammer guy moving up. Okay. I think we've got some Sniper skirmish fire coming in. I've seen some javelins. Sniper skirmish is getting in way too close. Whoa, what happened there? There we go. It's alright. Got it sorted. Just fell off the bridge there. You don't want to do that. And the hammer guard has these guys dead to rights for sure. Just carving them up. It's 73 now, it's 78. But they're pulling back before they're done. Why are they pulling back before they're done? They're winning this. The Orc javelins haven't used their javelins yet. Why are they being sent in? This is not a good thing. We've got Snagger skirmishes and Orc javelins that should not be here. Not yet. They haven't used their javelin fire. They're too valuable now to be thrown in like this.
If we continue like this, we will smash the
Now Nawaki thankfully is going to move in and save. I think is it Kentucka's general. Yes, it is. Kentucka's general because he's right here. Thanks to the Urukai pikes, they'll destroy the rifle crossbow before they kill the general. He's a little bit bloodied up at this point. I think that's it. They broke. Yep. No, you don't go nuts. Move the skirmishers back up again. Just keep the pikemen in front far enough to act as a barrier between them and the skirmishers. Okay, they're down for Wargar chariots trying to use their crossbow bolts. The charges haven't been the best lately. And they're trying to take out Urukai infantry. The attackers seem to be slowly committing their forces. And they have a ton left in reserve. So both sides are not out of this yet. I've got to be careful too. Hang on. Alright, Snagger skirmish is loading up. Okay, they're getting javelin fire into the First Legion pikes. This is brilliant. They need to do this. Lord Malice has got to get his own pikes into the fight and out of the line of fire here. The Snagger skirmishers. Unfortunately, Snagger skirmishers have a good line of fire on them. And unlike some crossbow bolts or even the witches, they can fire through enemy forces without killing them. The attackers are still going to be very careful here. If this Urukai barrier fails without backup reinforcements to keep the dwarves here at the entrance, then they can rush forward and potentially take out all the attackers' javelins. So they've got to be thinking that. And thankfully, I think we've got Urus Bolton sending up some more on halberds here to replace the Urukai pikes, but more troops are needed. We got some Recon Hammer Guard coming through. We can see the javelins bobbing here there above the crowd. That should definitely help things, at least for a while. Okay, we're 40,000 frames through. Less than 13 to go. Okay, Obsidian Guards charged through. Now, Orc Javelins have a good opportunity to find into the Obsidian Guard. I think they're doing that. The Half-Orc Vanguard trying to stop the Obsidian Guard to take out the War Chariots. Oh, he collapsed. Okay, War Great Chariots are almost no more. I think there's one left. It's pretty bloodied up.
Very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
Okay, Siren's Will getting in there. Blackguard moving to swamp the Obsidian Guard. Oh, that was the general that fall. That was not me. There you go, see? Ooh, who's throwing the javies? I think that was actually Blacklock Engineer fire there. It's like javelin fire almost. James could get a lot of good kills here. We're trying to push him back. The attackers will be nervous about getting reinforcements up here now because of the Blacklock Engineers. We're now starting to turn around and fire. They're loading up. Another general. That's not me. Some Siren's Will here in the rear ranks of the Dwarves. We've also got some captains in the rear as well. Direct captains.
Very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
Blade spears trying to just shred the Dwarven army. Dwarves holding on to one of the few factions that can do this. They're surviving so long against the onslaught, it's very impressive. Okay, less than 10,000 frames to go. And it is 83 to 83. It's a nail biter. think Sauron's Will is one of the few factions that can fight the Dwarves effectively. But you've got to love those giant axes. They're definitely making a difference. Cowboys is firing and trying to drive back the Dwarves somewhat. Now the attackers have got to run here. Once they get through, there's nothing between them and the Blackhawk Engineers, and they can obliterate this entire force in the blink of an eye. So it's a race against the clock once they're through this. They're reloading. Got a fresh unit of Allied High here. You're afraid of this. It's definitely happening. Allied trying, charging in to try and shut him down. Like 88 to 85. A lot of Allied charging in. They're all the one unit though. They all belong to Proxima Centauri. What knocked him over, I wonder? Blackhawk Engineers are distracted. Now's the time to move in. Okay, Total War has 2 Nazgul that he snuck in. But instead of going for the Blackhawk Engineers, he's going for the Ironfoot Pikes of all things. Allied are pursuing them. Blackhawk continues reloading. What can they do here? Where would the Orc Javelins fire? Urquhart crossbows aren't broken. Okay, Javelins trying to take out the pikes. It's a good target to a degree. Okay, we got James's general here, I think, in the fight. $8,000 frames and counting. Temple Executioners moving in. Okay, well, we got crossbows shooting at them. Yep, we do. And we got Wrist Bolton with Nazgul, full unit. No, we got crossbows and javelins tearing up the pikes. Sons of the Fallen moving in. Yep, Nazgul's just killing the general there. There he goes. He's gone. It is 90 to 89. Guards are covering him at the ready. See, the defenders should just be throwing everything they can now at the attackers to try and drive them back. a lot of troops there that the Black Rock Engineers can possibly shoot at. But it looks like they're out of ammunition now, which is unfortunate.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Lord Malice knows it's now or never. They either win now or they don't win at all. Okay, so Roos and Proxima has his Temple Executioners here. I think Total War's Temple Executioners are already dead. Got Javelin Fire coming in there still. Oh, that's a lot of javelins. 91 to 91. That's a lot of jabs. Oh, just look at that. Definitely getting some friendly fire there. We've got Orc Javelins, we've got Urkai Berserkers. This should really help things along. It is 92 to 94 in favour of the attackers now. I think we'll times 2 speed it. Okay, there goes one of the Mordor generals. Ooh. We're trying to target one unit of the Highborns there. One man, sorry, one soldier of the unit. Nazgul High and Urkai Berserkers here from Waki. '94 to 95. Dwarves trying to outflank and pin down the enemy. It is 95 to 96. But the Dwarves pushing through, but the attackers still have good men here.
We continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
95 to 97. Okay, there goes the Khazad-dûm general. Lord Malice. I think that's it, guys. I think the attackers will just clinch this one.
Our army is tiring.
we've got some Iron Spears in the background there.
Our men are in command of the castle.
Yeah, so Mordor won this fight. Nah, Dwarves don't have the troops to win this one. I'm pretty sure it's over. And that's it, so a close victory there for the attackers. Well done to Proxima Centauri, who got 862, Roose Bolton on 673, Total War on 1000, Kentuga the Eastling on 1191, Milwaukee on 726, James Sidon on 2402, Ord Malice on 3496, and Barbath McGrath on 2094. My bad. Looking at the kill count for Proxima, because whenever someone plays the same faction on the same team, you can see the kill counts of all the players. So, Temple Missioners, got 148, Temple Guard 148 too, that's really weird. And Troll Catapult, surprisingly, 121. The rest of the units did poor to good, I'd say. Okay, Roose Bolton. He didn't really have any he didn't have really any standout performers there with his army. They were fighting Dwarves, to be fair. And Dwarves are an elite unit that don't tend to have too many men in their army. Okay, Total War. Here's Nazgul, got 173. Temple Executioners 106. Rear Captains 133. I don't think Total War had rear captains, maybe I missed it. Well, maybe I just forgot. Olog High 109. And the rest of the units did poor to good. And that is it. So, thank you to Total War for sending that replay. That was really cool seeing that brand new Dwarven map. I have never seen it before. Once again, thank you to Total War for sending in the replay. This is Scouts of Entertainment signing off. Catch you guys in the next one. Bye.